Hello, you're welcome to the Fixers Show. Hello, you're welcome to the Fixers Show. Hello, Team Fixers. You are welcome to a brand new episode of the Fixers Show. My name is Deborah Dodoche, aka The Fixer, and I'm streaming live from Accra, Ghana. Thank you so much for watching today, for joining today's episode. I'm very elated. I'm excited about what we are going to be discussing today. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Thank you for everybody that's shared, that has liked, that has commented, comment on our post. Thank you so much for your support. If you're just joining me, please let me know where you're watching me from. Write it in the comment section. If you're going to be watching me live, tag #live. If you're going to be watching me or watching this as a replay, tag #replay. So this particular episode, like I said earlier, that this month of September to probably October, November, I don't know when we are going to end this particular topic. We'll be talking about abuse in all forms. And I would like to say that one of the reasons why I decided to talk about abuse with the team Fixers is because there was a time, one episode we talked about the dark side of female abuse with my co-fixer, Mr. Tabitha King, the communication expert. And when I made the post, or when I posted the flyer on my status, somebody said it's relative. And I went back and I asked, I just said meaning. It said there are people that are abused, but they don't know that they are abused, because I am advocating that if you are in any form of abusive relationship, be it physical, be it emotional, be it verbal, be it sexual, whatever type of abusive relationship you are in or toxic relationship that you are in, I would always advocate for people to speak out. But he said there are people that are in abusive relationships and they don't know that they are in abusive relationships. And that struck a chord in my heart. And I began to ask myself, I said, okay, how would somebody report abuse if he or she does not know that they are being abused? So that's why this particular month, we're going to go in hard on the topic of abuse, because I know it's something that's quite prevalent. A lot of people have been talking about it. And I think that the Fixer Show can lend her voice to what is happening in society, to see that we bring about a change. And so today, particularly to kickstart, I actually started talking about abuse in my last episode, or last 2 or 3 episodes. You could go back on the Fixer Show page and watch it. Today, I'll be talking about domestic abuse. It's also known as domestic violence, and it's also known as spousal abuse, or some people call it intimate partner abuse. So this episode is going to tackle that. I've done a lot of research. It's quite deep. I have seen some stuff in the research that it's very profound. And I don't think I'm going to do this in one episode. Definitely, I'm going to have another session just to continue the idea. This is just even the domestic abuse. I'm going to be treating just the physical abuse. I'm not even talking about other forms of abuse, of domestic violence. I'm just talking about the physical one in this particular session. And I want you to share the broadcast, share to as many people as you come. Let's educate ourselves. Let's know exactly what domestic abuse is, what spousal abuse is, what domestic violence is. A lot of people are talking about gender-based violence. We are talking about it. United Nations, other civil society organizations are talking about it. So I want us to really go into it. And I'll also be having sessions with people that have been physically abused or people that have survived domestic violence. I'm going to be listening to them, interviewing them, picking their brains about what they went through and how they got out from what they went through. Definitely today, I'll be giving a lot of theory. And I know that when I meet the people, I'm able to ask some certain questions that I know that with their situation and with their experience, they are able to give us some really, really great and in-depth answers to some of the things or some of the issues that are plaguing society in terms of domestic violence and spousal abuse. So I'll start basically with definitions. So just invite somebody to join the broadcast, share the link, share to as many people as you can. As you join us, just let us know where you're watching us from, whatever city, whatever town, whatever nation. I'll be happy to connect with you. And also, if you're going to be watching me live, just tag #live. And if you're going to be watching this as a replay, tag #replay. So I'll attempt a couple of definitions. I'll be defining the term domestic violence or domestic abuse or intimate partner abuse. From the research that I did, it kind of has the meaning. It flows through. All of them almost have a similar meaning, though I had them from different places, different sites and all that. So I'm going to attempt to read out what I have gotten as research based on what I got from different sources. It says, as a pattern of behavior in any relationship that is used to gain or maintain power and control over an intimate partner. And the word control keeps coming, control keeps coming. That the idea of domestic abuse or spousal abuse is for the partner to gain control over the other partner, be it male, be it female. It is not gender-based at all. Women go through domestic violence. Men also go through domestic violence. So I'm not talking about whether it is man or woman. I'm just saying that both genders actually do go through abuse. Though from my research, I discovered that women are more prevalent than men. Women are more prevalent than men. And it says violence committed by someone in the victim's domestic circle is violence committed by someone in the victim's domestic circle. That's another definition. It says an incident or pattern of incidents of controlling. That word comes up again. Coercive, threatening, degrading, and violent behavior, including sexual violence in the majority of cases by a partner or ex-partner. They say it can also be by a family member or a carer. But I'm mostly looking at partner, husband, wife, that kind of relationship. It goes on to say domestic abuse is not physical violence alone. It is any behavior, the purpose of which is to gain power and control over a spouse, partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, or intimate family member. I just want us to see the word control. It keeps running through most of the definitions. Then another definition is domestic violence or abuse is a pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship that is used by one partner to gain control over another intimate partner. That means the whole point of abuse is to gain control over another person, your partner, whether it's the man that is seeking to gain control over the woman, or it is the woman that is seeking to gain control over the man. But the core of it is control. Then another definition says domestic abuse occurs when a person consistently aims to control their partner. That's another. The same word keeps repeating itself. aims to control their partner through physical, sexual, or emotional abuse. That's it. Control. Control. It keeps running through control. The one partner wants to gain control. The abuse is perpetrated because one person wants to gain dominance over the other person. And I'm going to look at the last definition. There are so many. Most of them had repetitive. That's why I don't want to really go so much into that. The last definition says domestic abuse is a pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship